So in this video, I want to talk about how you can communicate more effectively through social platforms. This skill is very crucial, especially when it comes to attending meetings, being on sales calls, and content creating. The first thing that I want to go over with you guys is how do you actually establish presence and communicate with influence? Number one is you need to make them feel comfortable. Now, in order to do this, you need to understand something what's called proxemics. And proxemics, in short words, is basically the study of physical space and distance from a social interaction. So I just made this like little illustration to show you guys kind of what I'm talking about. And the first level of distance is intimate space. You never, ever, ever want to get into an intimate space or get too close to somebody when you're first meeting them. Now, intimate space is like right here, right to the face. Now, the only exception, it would be just for your significant other. Never when you're meeting somebody new. Because imagine if I started this video just by getting this close, right? And I started my video like this, you're gonna be like, yo, what the heck, right? The second space is personal space. Now, you could get away with this with people that you have already known for a long time. Now, personal space would be kind of the length of your arm, right? That would be personal space. Now, number three is going to be social space, which in other words, I call like the golden space or golden distance. Now, the best way to describe social space would be this right here. You know, I'm not too close and I'm not too far, right? This is the ideal space when meeting somebody new virtually or if you're creating content. This distance helps you be more influential, build better relationships, and make the person feel more comfortable. And this is called visual presence. Ideally, it would be from the belly button up. Now, I do want to let you guys know something. Naturally, when people are on Zoom or just are in front of a camera, our energy levels tend to drop by 70%. Now, most sales reps know, especially if you're like in high ticket setting or closing, your energy levels need to be up, which is why you kind of always see a sales rep with an energy drink. Because we understand that energy levels are like a vibration frequency. It gets transmitted through a phone call or through the screen. And it pretty much sets the mood of the conversation. Now, the second thing that I want to mention here is production value. When you are making content or you're on a virtual call, number one, make sure that you're well lit. Number two, you got a decent camera. And number three, your audio is crisp. Now, let me put it to you this way. And I learned this from Ben Jang, so this is all credit to him. Let's say you have a value that is 10 out of 10, right? You have the best product, the best mentorship, the best course, whatever it is, right? But your communication comes out to a 3 out of 10. The first thing that people are going to notice is the way you communicate. They're not going to notice the value that you bring in unless you talk clearly and you're just well spoken. Now, this acts like a barrier. People tend to look at your communication first before looking at your value. Now, this is where I get to the production value. We live in a day and age where we're always constantly speaking online. This basically adds like another barrier, which is why a lot of the great content creators always have good lighting, good camera, and good audio. Now, can everybody afford to have like a $10,000 studio? No, of course not. But as long as you have those three things, you should be set. People will see your production as a 10 out of 10, which will break through that barrier. Then your communication, it's a 10 out of 10. It'll break through that barrier. And then that's when people tend to see the value that you provide. So this is the order that people tend to notice first before they get into your value. Production, communication, and then your value. I hope this video helped you guys out, and hopefully you guys were taking notes so you guys can apply this to your business or your content creating. And I will see you guys on the next video.